Good morning. Happy, what is it? Saturday. Is it Saturday? Yeah, it's Saturday. Did you see my face then? Yesterday, having the day off threw me a little bit. Well, guess what? Today is my birthday. I've had a lovely morning. The kids have hugged me and squeezed me, and we've had breakfast. They've given me presents, made me cry, thanks to their stepmom. But that's okay. It's all good. Today I'm going to show you, hi Judy, I'm going to show you a Cricut layout. I thought I've focused so much on stamping the past few weeks that I thought I'd show you something nice, quick and easy. The Cricut, morning Dawn, morning Marion, thank you. The Cricut cartridge that I've used today is our Everyday Moments collection, which came out, I think, last catalogue. We've actually got two new collections. I'm going to show you in the little catalogue in a minute, that match the paper collections that we've got. They're only $18. They have lots of little bits and pieces. Thanks, Irene. So yeah, I'm going to show you a couple of things in the book first, and then I'll flip onto the layout and do it nice and quick, because I've got deliveries to do today. I'm going to be in Hervey Bay for drop-offs at 12 o'clock at the, in the car park there, near Truckloads at Pialba Place. And then I'll be at Urangan at 12:30 at Urangan Central, down near the Elizabeth Street entrance in the car park, down the back, away from people. You don't even have to get out your car if you see me. Maryborough, I'll be in Maryborough from 3 at Bunnings, down the car park, down the garden centre end. And I will have a little bit of stock on board if there's stuff that you're chasing. I'll have some cardstock as well. Yeah, so it's going to be fun. I'll catch up with everybody. All right, I'm going to flip the camera around and start to bore you. Thanks so much. Whoop, flip. Line her up. You just wobble for a little bit. Thanks, Denise. Let's see. Thanks, Jenny. I probably shouldn't have had a workshop on my birthday, but that's okay. It's all good. All right, so this is the new book. Oh, look, I've scratched mine already. This new book is out today. We've got it for 2 months. I'll just give you a little sneak peek. I'm not going to bore you to tears, I promise. Although, oh my goodness, I'll post some photos later of what the Craft with Heart subscriptions look like. They look pretty good, this catalogue. So it's 4 months or it's 12 months. These are awesome value. I'll flip and show you. Okay, so our first one is quite outdoorsy. It's called Aurora. If you have a look, I'll go up. Hopefully you can see that. Whoa, I've just bumped the camera. It's got like the northern lights. It's got cloud, mountains. It's got just some nice blokey greenish textures, papers. It's got a galaxy paper, which is cool. It's got some acrylic shapes. I'm going to be showing some layouts and cards using this in the coming weeks. So I'm going to do the collection of layouts that they sent us for the launch event. And as I was saying, these are the Cricut cuts. So that's $18, and there's more than that. I'll post some pictures of what's included in that collection. It is not available in Access. These are exclusive to us. Some really lovely stamps and thin cuts. I'll go back down. I like the little camper. That's our Workshop Your Way. They've got a nice card collection. Sort of a little bit masculine. Then we've got Stitched Together, which is lovely. It's got wooden buttons. I'm so excited. Wooden buttons. And we featured the ladybug in there. Says a ladybug thin cut for a shaker as well. It's also got a Cricut collection. Again, $18. And that's not everything that's in it. So I will show you a photo of that. Some lovely stamps and thin cuts. Workshop Your Way. Card making collection. So it's a sort of a quilty theme. The mixins. Oh my god, I love this one. This is my favourite. Although that blue pattern one there's nice too. Oh, I just love it all. That's why I'm a consultant, because seriously, I would be broke if I wasn't a consultant. Mason jar. I'm not sure that kit, that set's in just yet, but it's coming if it's not. But you can just get the stamp on its own without the thin cuts. They've got, it's called From the Deep Blue, stamp and thin cut set. Then there's Palm Paradise, gumboots, umbrellas. I love the hummingbirds. This set, I can't wait to use this set. I've got so many things I want to do. It's just not enough hours in the day to do it. Lovely little baby themed set's really cute and sweet. I love this Happy Birthday. I actually pulled this out to use the other day and I was like, no, not yet. So it's nice. There's a baby bump. And then our blue sky. So this month is National Scrapbooking Month. This is the collection that we've got for National Scrapbooking Month. So you can buy the papers on their own, which is 12 sheets for $25. That's pretty good value. And then they've got just a cardstock bundle as well. And it's got, what do they call it? A glossy UV coated patterns on the other side. So they've got plain on one side and glossy accents on the other. So they're not completely plain, but they're a pattern plain, if you get me. There's 12 sheets for $23.50 there as well. There's the Workshop Your Way, which is 2 double layouts for $32. That's pretty good. There's a Pinwheel Thin Cut, which is $26.50. There's this lovely, beautiful day stamp set. You can get it with the thin cut as well. So the stamp set on its own is $34, but if you don't want to do your cutting, it's $62. Blue Skies, just a regular stamp there, $34. These are all bundled up as well, so you can get those. You can get the whole collection at a discount. I think it's like less than, I should be able to tell you this, $220 or something if you add it all up. I'll send the details in the newsletter. Hopefully that'll go out this weekend. This is the Ladybug Shaker Window Thin Cuts. How cute is that? It's got little cuts there to put your brads in to make that. There's 2 new shimmer brushes. They're not out just yet. They're coming. I think they've received notification that it's landed in the US. They just haven't been able to add it to stock yet because they haven't arrived at the warehouse. Tags and tabs thin cuts. Who doesn't need another thin cut for that? $18 for the set of 4. Embossing folders. I think these have gone out of stock already. I think they've sold out already, but they will be getting more in. There's an embossing folder for quilting, mountain peaks, woodlands, or constellations. This month's stamp of the month is Divine. So stamp of the month, you've got to spend $80 and you can get that for $9 instead of $34. So how amazing is that? Very versatile, lots of swirlies. You can join bits together. No worries. That's a sneak peek of what's coming in June. That's the stamp of the month for June, and it is divine. I've got a couple of those already, and I can't wait to have a play. That's the overview of the book. This one on the back here is our Operation Smile stamp set. So $7 from the sale of each stamp set goes to the Cleft Operation Smile operations, which is cleft palate operations for children around the world. So that's it. That was a mouthful. All right. Let's get on to the fun bit. I haven't got my iPad today to see if anybody who's popping in and who's got why is my husband watching? And who's got he's probably watching to see if I say anything bad about him. I don't know. I've lost my train of thought, but that's okay. iPad, I can't see who's commenting, so that's okay. All right, so here we go. So this is actually a single page that is in our Everyday Moments Cricut collection. It's about just over $60 for this collection, and it's got all pre-made projects or pre-designed projects. Basically, you've just got to click on the project, press Make It, and away you go. You cut, you choose your color scheme, whatever. I've done a little bit different with mine because I know that you guys like mostly doubles. So you could have this as a single like this, but I've actually made mine into a double. I've chosen, so remember a few weeks ago I was using the mix-in papers. Well, I've got a purple mix in there that was out of the collection that I was using with that blue stay-at-home layout and the yellow, these are my people layout. So now I'm using this lilac floral print. I've possibly got a full sheet here. That's that paper, and it is delicious. So it's gone, but I'm trying to use it up as we go through as well. So you'll see the rest of the papers popping in. So a couple of things to note. This kit will go into the buffet, into the takeaway kits. Next week, hopefully, I'll get cutting those kits. So it's featuring lilac, wisteria, and eggplant. I've used julep for the leaves, and then I've used a charcoal for the title. It's got a little camera, a little tag. I've used some pansy. My watch is talking to me. I've used some pansy and gold ribbon there. There's a little bow there in lilac. And if you have a look closely, my sparkles there. So I only have clear sparkles. I don't buy coloured sparkles. All you need to do is grab your alcohol marker and colour in your sparkles, and they can be any colour you want. So I've used the hydrangea sparkle. I don't even know if I've got it on the table. I might just have to pop over and grab it, but I'll show you that as we go through. So that's page 1. Page 2, I've kept with the same theme. I did do a little stuff up when I cut it, so I fixed that though with mirroring it for my next cut, which I'll show you on this. Same again, I've just got a little tag, but I put a little bit of white on there just so you can do some journaling. I've stuck with just 6x4s for this. There's no reason you can't do anything else, and when you get the kit, you'll get a full sheet of eggplant and a full sheet of white to do whatever size photo mats you want. There's these little hexagon accents there, and I've continued through the wreath as well. Little bow just to tie it all in, plus your bitty sparkles. So I'm going to just take you quickly through the assembly. These aren't hard. The hardest part is cutting them out. You've just got to put them together, but we're going to go through. All right, I'll just go and grab my hydrangea pen, wherever I put it. All right. So there's my hydrangea. I actually used the dark end for that one. So what I would do first, so you've got 2 white bases. So I'll put those aside. What I haven't cut is the photo mats, but that's okay. So I've done the main photo mats. Where I start with these, I put all my components together first. So I'm gonna pull these over. I'm going to use the dark side. So our cardstock's got a dark and a light side. I think, yeah, I use the dark side. So with these, don't be scared to stick them down well. Go this way. So you could use the stripy side if you didn't want the flowers, but I thought, oh well, we've got flowers on there anyway, let's go. I've cut this back piece here a little bit smaller than the top. This is 11.5 because that's a sort of the max size you can cut unless you've got a big, a huge mat for the Cricut. And yeah, it's a bit of a challenge with some of the cardstock, so I usually just cut it down a little bit. I think this was 3/4 wide. I made it just a smidge smaller than 11.5 just so that it wasn't a tight fit. Move things around. Listen to those noisy birds. That's what we wake up to most mornings. All right, so this is one that I fixed because I wanted the slants to slope into each other rather than, well, that's going to do that the other way. But the other way, I must have had it not mirrored, so that's been fixed, ready to go. All right, I'm going to do my flowers next on the backs of these cutouts. These are just beautiful. So when you do Cricut cuts, you can usually feel the way that it's meant to go. So the raised edge is usually the back. These look like little chicken feet. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to run my tape runner. These tape runners just, no matter what you use, if you use the ones from Officeworks or if you use these ones, they just sort of dissolve around the back. So I'm just going to run these over the leaves and flowers, and then I'm just going to go and stick everything down. It'll be nice and easy and simple. I did intend to have one side already stuck down, so yeah, I didn't have to bore you with that, but that didn't happen. I've been still making up kits this morning. Then it's just a case of where fits where. It's like a case of Jenga. That's that one. And then I've just got to hope that I'm using the right side. No, that's this one. And you were going, Tanya, stop it. It's not right. Yes, darling.
Can I paint the back of the thing?
Yes.
Okay.
The kids are doing a project. Oh, I think oh no, yeah, I'll grab the wrong one. It's easier to find the bits that are the same and do them at the same time. Remember, you're going to stick these down afterwards anyway. So you don't have to be too, as long as they stay on until you stick it down to the other piece, you'll be fine. Let's find this. What's everybody up to today? How many people are going on a picnic? Camp, oh well, no, not camping. Camping's off the agenda. Don't tell, oh no, I was going to say, don't tell me I've lost stuff. It's all right, they're there. It's like doing a puzzle, really. All right, so I think that's the leaves. That looks like about the leaves. All right, now flowers. Basically, you just have to turn the flower around until you get the right spot. Luckily, I got that one first go. Yay! Otherwise, it's like a, oh, I don't know, a matchy-matchy. Oh, I think I got it. Maybe not. Don't laugh at me, it's not funny. No, it is. Alright, and little one. This can be a bit tricky. I got it, but I don't think I got it. So on this Cricut cartridge, Everyday Moments, there are there's cards, there's single page layouts, there's double page layouts, there's different sizes. So there might be a 8x11, they might be 6x8s. There's all different size pages and projects that you can do. Let's see if I got that. It's pretty good. Apart from that one. I don't know what happened there. Righto. So that's that one. How cute's that? Just popping a little bit of colour behind there. Alright, so I'll pop those over to the side. Alright, I've got my camera to assemble. Tell you what, this little camera, it's a little beastie to cut. I've cut like, I don't know how many cameras, and basically I have to just cut the camera on its own and cut it on an intricate cut because it does not like it. It doesn't want to cut the middle for some reason, so that's something to note if you've got this collection. This camera, this small, doesn't like to do all the bits. Alright, I've got lots of little circles and hearts here. This little heart, tiny. I probably should have used my liquid glass for that, but that's alright. Now you'll notice I've got some extra circles here. They were actually from out of the center of the camera, but what I'm going to do with them, what I use them for, I found that they fit on the tag. So I just thought, oh well, it'll give the tag a little accent. The tag. Oh, one other thing that I did, so we've got, because it's white on white, I grabbed my oh, I left out a couple of leaves. Oh yeah. I grabbed my wisteria, did I use wisteria? No, lilac. My lilac ink, and I just put a little sponging around the outside. So I know I said I didn't do much sponging, but I just did a little bit. I think I've used a big one somewhere that I shouldn't have. That one. No. See, it's like I'm not good at puzzles. Stop laughing. I know you're laughing at me. All right. So lilac sponge. I found with the lighter colours you're actually better off to squeeze into the lid to pick up the colour. And I know some of you might be saying, well, why didn't you just do it in lilac? And I thought, well, I just like the spongy effect. Okay. Just going to put some ribbon in my tag. I think I need to shut the door because all I can hear is my charming brother. He's got really bad sinus. Okay. 1, 2. All right, I'm ready to assemble now. I'll move all these bits to the side. Nice and easy. All right, I think I'm working on page 2. It's alright, I was just having a blonde moment then. So I've possibly positioned this about 1/4 inch in from the edge of the frame. And this one, I'm going to do the same. All right, and then on the white, I'm just going to position it 1/4 inch in from the 3 sides, roughly. You can measure or you can eyeball like me. Alright, so page 2, page 1. I'm going to start with my bottom layers. So that's these lovely juvelies. I want the lighter side up. So on page 1, both of these I'm doing towards the center. So the first page is at the top, the second page is at the bottom, and I'm going to position this about 1/4 inch from the top and 1/4 inch from the side. So that's one. Whoops. And then the second one, I'm getting messages on my phone, I can see, Dawny. Okay, no worries, I'll grab an annual for you. I should have catalogues, the new catalogues in next week. You can view them online at the moment. And yeah, next drop off, I'll be able to hand a few books out. Okay, so that's page 1, page 2 with that. Next thing I'm going to put on are my photo mats, because then everything else sort of tucks in underneath. Keep moving. I'm not sure why I'm sticking this all down. That's all right. I'll gift it to somebody, or, well, maybe not. Maybe I'll just piece it all together for everybody. That might be the better option, because I certainly don't need 2. I'll just check to see that you can see both sides. Pretty much. I keep moving my bits around. So I'm just going to piece the rest of this together. some lucky person might buy the half-done one. That's okay. I might give it to Mum. All right, so photo mats. Photo mats, I actually popped on some 3D foam. So this size here is 8 1/8 by 5 and by 4 1/8, because I just wanted a no, it's 8 1/4 by 4 1/8. I just wanted a tiny little peak of that. I didn't want too much. And then these are 6 1/8 by 4 1/8. So I've got 1, 2. I've put Documented. I just stuck that flat straight across the bottom here. Documented. I've got these little hexagonal accents. So there's 2 on page 2, 1 on page 1. Just imagine the white photo mats are there. I didn't cut them. I don't know. I've been 41 must wreck your brain. I don't know. I thought it was meant to be 40. Or children. Maybe it's children. I haven't got children. All right. Sorry. I digress. Tuck the little tag thing there, and then there's a little bow that goes over the top of that like that. The little camera goes on there with a little bit of 3D foam. And they'll all just tuck in and sit inside the page. This one up here, I've tucked the little tag in up there. There's a white piece that goes on there that you could add some journal notes and that. And I could have swore I had Diamantes here. So the bitty sparkles, they're really easy. You just grab your marker, alcohol marker, and it's just not what that I was just doing then. You just give them you can colour them on the page, or you can colour them on the carrier sheet, and it's just a few little circles on the top. And you can see the difference. Look at that. It's a really cool technique. It just means you don't have to buy coloured sparkles. You can make your own, and it doesn't rub off. It sticks to them. So anyway, that is as simple as that. How quick was that? Obviously, it's a lot more time consuming if you've got to cut the papers out, but we do that for you. So just imagine that's what it is. What do you think? Easy? Do you like the effect? I like Cricut cuts. Quite a few of Angie's kits are Cricut cuts. I'll pop a photo of that one up later. I'll pop it in the takeaway album on Facebook, and if anybody wants any, just be sure to comment. Don't comment on the video. It's so hard to come and find, oh yes, I'd like a kit on the video. It will be a $15 kit. Thanks. I'm just going to change him around, have a look. Okay. Hi, Faye. Hi, Nicole. Hi, Andrea. Oh, Sonia's even there. Geez, everybody's watching today. You want to see me for my birthday? Hi, Mariana. Tracy. There we go. Okay, enough of me. I'll see you girls from 12. We'll be doing the rounds. Have a great day. Have a great weekend. And I'll see you at class on Wednesday. Bye.